What is up, guys? It's Ian here, hitting you with it on this Wednesday, and today I'm going to be talking about some future upgrades on my computer that I want to do, as well as stuff that I am upgrading, or stuff that has changed, stuff like that. So, I think my main thing that I want to do, at least like by the end of this year, maybe like start of early next year, is upgrade my CPU. But, big problem is with computers, film went off, especially if you really know your computer stuff, you would know that if you upgrade your CPU and it's not the same socket, you gotta change your motherboard. And nowadays, DDR4 is like the mainstream RAM. DDR4 is like DDR3 5 years ago. It's like, it's new mainstream. Thanks, Intel. And it really, it kind of sucks because I'm running Sandy Bridge, the i7 2600, great CPU, just starting to show its age a little bit. It still does fine, that's why I haven't upgraded yet, but I want to upgrade to the Ryzen 1700X. It's a great CPU, because I do a lot of video editing. I get really ham with effects. I'm starting to get into After Effects, a little bit of Adobe Audition, and so those extra 4 cores, because it's an 8-core CPU, would really come in handy, because I don't know, I just want those extra cores, I want the extra speed, and AMD's really done a good job at coming back, especially after their whole FX lineup, which I think is garbage. Don't get it unless you're doing like a really crazy extreme budget build, but even then the 6300 is just, within each day, becomes less justifiable with how well Ryzen's doing. And I was thinking about doing the i7 7700K, but I want those extra cores, and I know it's better for gaming, which I know I do a lot of, but in terms of gaming on my computer, I really don't have complaints with it. It does fine. I actually have it overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz. So in terms of gaming, it's really fine. I have nothing wrong with it. I would like those extra cores for like workstation stuff. And with that, if I were to get a new CPU with like more cores, and I know Intel, like a newer Intel, can do this with no issue as well. But I'd also like to do streaming, because I can live stream off this computer if I'm if I'm playing PS2 or GameCube or something like a console, and I have like the Elgato hooked up to my computer. It can do it no issue. The only problem is I don't have an Elgato. Bill does, and I would stream games straight from my PC, and I know with OBS it can kind of have some performance issues, and I know with the 1700X it pretty much has no issues at all. But I would have to get a new motherboard because it's a completely different chipset, and I'd have to get DDR4 RAM. So this around like $350 upgrade would end up being like a $550 upgrade, because you know me, I go all out on stuff that I buy when I don't have to. So yeah, it wouldn't be hard to save up for. It's something that I can do. I just haven't pulled the trigger on it yet, because I just want to find like the one thing, like that, oh yeah, that's right, I can do this as well, that really just like is the final decision for why I want to upgrade my CPU, because right now, like I said, it's all about the video editing and all that stuff. But in terms of gaming, the 1700 is about the same, if not a little bit better than the 2600, give or take some situations. So yeah, I just want to find like more reasons to make it justifiable, and then I'll probably pull the trigger on it. I actually just applied to Best Buy today, and maybe I could like use my discount there or something, but I don't know, Best Buy is pretty overpriced to begin with, so I'm sure if I used a discount, it would just end up being MSRP, or what it would be at Newegg anyways. One upgrade that I've wanted to do for, I don't even know how long now, but I finally did it, is get new PC fans. Next week I'm going to have like a video just showing them off, and what pisses me off is they were supposed to come today, like my video is supposed to be up September 27th, and I'm recording it September 27th. So I'm recording it, editing it, and it's going straight to YouTube. They were supposed to, they could have came today, but then FedEx did their not scheduled for delivery thing. So they have them, they could have, but they're just not going to do it. That kind of sucks because I would have loved to make a video today about them and do like a little install thing. But I guess I'll record tomorrow and you'll see it next week, which is something I don't really like to do. I like to make videos last minute because one, I procrastinate, and two, I just like having my most up-to-date opinion. Like, I don't want to like say something and then not agree with it a week later, but I already made the video, so I'm going to upload it. Or if something cool happens, by the time I upload it, it's like, it's not really exciting anymore. That's why I upload my videos and make my videos pretty much the day or the day before I have to upload them. But I got I'm like, why can't I talk today? I got 4 Be Quiet Pure Wings 2s, not Silent Wings 3, not Silent Wings 2, Pure Wings 2. 3 of them are 140 millimeters, because I have the NZXT S340, and the front 2 intakes are 140 mil. There's a top one that is also 140 mil, and you can use 120s on these, but F it, I wanted to get 140s. And the rear is a 120. For my heatsink, which I currently have a Cooler Master Sickle-Flow 120 in there with a blue LED, I got a Noctua NFF12 PPC 2000 RPM edition PWM Burritos 2.0 beta. But I got one of those, and I would have loved to get just a regular NFF12, but that poop brown Keller is really just a no-no. I really just can't get it for that reason. But the PPC, the industrial model, it is a little faster, which I know some people might say, you know, why not get a faster fan? I don't like the sound. I got these fans to be quiet, so I'm gonna just set up my own little fan curve on the NFF12 and just keep it like at most 1000 RPM, and hope for the best, really. So yeah, my fans right now, yeah, like I said, I have the Cooler Master Sickle-Flow. That's on my heatsink right now. And I have a Corsair AF120 on my front, and this is what I kind of don't like about my build right now, is that my original case was a Deep Cool Tesseract. It was the blue model without the side window, because at that time I thought side windows would be pretty dumb. Now look at me, I have RGB and a side window. So I ended up, since it matched with the case, I ended up getting a blue LED AF120 from Corsair, and now it just doesn't work because, you know, I have an RGB build. The way it's supposed to be is, you know, the case is black, everything else is black for the most part, minus my graphics card, which has red accents, but it's not that bad. It's supposed to be whatever theme I want it to be. If I want it to be, you know, random Kellers, it would work. If I want it to be red and black, it'll work. White and black, anything would work. But having that blue LED fan, and same with the Sickle-Flow, it kind of just detracts from that. One thing I do like about the Sickle-Flow, though, is the fans kind of have that transparency to it. So even though it has a blue LED, they're not that strong, especially because it's not a PWM fan. I turn the voltage down so the lights aren't as bright on it. So whatever lights I have on my Hue Plus, it actually kind of deflects that or reflects it, whichever word it is, and it looks really cool, but you can still see the blue, so it's just kind of like my no-go zone. Also, to make use of the dual intakes on the front of the S340, I took one of the stock fans, the only stock fan really, from the the Deep Cool case that I had. That's also blue, and it's not as bad. The case, or the fan, is actually really quiet, even on the 100% speed. What the hell was that sound? Someone outside. Um, Whoa, I just totally got distracted. That fan's also blue, but it's really not a bad fan. It just doesn't really, I don't know, it's not great. The rear on my case is just a stock fan for the S340. It's okay. The problem with stock fans that they're loud as shit, and most of them just have sleeve bearings anyway, and sleeve bearings are pretty much as low end as you can get. The top fan, I don't know if mine was broken or what, but it was like super loud. It was just unbearable. I just took it out and threw it in my thing of fans and called it a day. But one thing though that I don't want to say I regret with the Be Quiet fans is that the Pure Wings 2, they're kind of like the budget model, and they have a rifle bearing, which is technically a modified version of a sleeve bearing. So there's going to be some sound involved. They're going to be maybe not as quiet as they could be, but for the price and for the brand name, I'm sure they'll be fine. I think Bill got a couple, and they're really good from what I saw anyway. Unless he got all Silent Wings 3s, but I don't think he did. And for the Noctua, that uses an SSO2 bearing, which is pretty damn good. Fluid Dynamics, bro. Well, actually, it's not even that. It's like their own, like, I guess, custom bearing that I think only Noctua uses. It might be patented for them. I don't know. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think they'll definitely make a big difference, especially because like my computer's pretty loud right now, and I'm really just excited for that. Another little upgrade I want to do, and I know this is gonna sound stupid, especially because I've been talking about my case, and you know I was so hyped when I got the case. I want to get a new case eventually. This isn't gonna happen anytime soon, if at all. I kind of want to get a case that has tempered glass on it. I'm actually thinking of the S340 Elite, just because it has that tempered glass, and they're actually pretty inexpensive for a nice tempered glass case. But I don't know. The S340 is a phenomenal case. I love it, but the side window, I don't like that acrylic. I just don't like the side panel. It's cheap. It feels flimsy. It scratches. It's just not really, I don't know. It's not that great. You know, if I could get, and I know you can, if I were to get like a scratch resistant, like a better side panel, I would be perfectly fine keeping my case. But yeah, that's basically it on that, because I know Bill, whenever I built my PC, like I said, I had the deep cool, and Bill had a Rosewell Challenger S, which was an alright case. I wasn't a big fan of it, but you know, it was cool, whatever. He ended up getting a what was it? A Fantex, not Enthelu. It was some like other Fantex case, and me personally, I'm not a big Fantex guy. I think they make great stuff. I like the minimalistic design of the S340. His case is really nice. And I'm sure if you were to have opinions on it, it's nicer than my case. In terms of convenience, for the most part, I think it's a lot nicer, especially with the front panel. On the S340, you gotta go fucking Doom mode and rip its jaw out getting that front panel off. But with Bill's case, it's magnetized, and then you just give it a little push, putting it back in, and there you go. So I would like a little bit of easeability there. I also want to put some like sound dampening in my case, just to make it, you know, a few decibels quieter, even though I wouldn't realize it. It's just a mental thing. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to talk about some cool upgrades that I was thinking about doing. If I ever do them, it would be cool. I'll definitely make a video if I do. I would never leave you guys out in the cold like that. But yeah, sorry if there was no sexy me face. I just didn't really feel like setting my camera up because the video quality isn't really too great. I like to get a Canon T5 and have like custom like video settings, but I have a T3 Rebel, and you can't really do much in terms of settings. So yeah, hope you like whatever game I'm playing. Probably Silent Hill 2. But if you like what you saw, this was Ian, and see you next time. Peace.
Hey guys, hope you really liked that video. And if you did, please
like, comment, share, and subscribe.
You should also check out our Twitter,
Facebook,
and Tumblr.
See you again soon!